Yeah. Technology news, information you just can't keep from looking at. Fun stuff. We had our stream of information from the Newtown, Connecticut 9/11 calls this week, and some people listened to these calls and were wondering, what the hell is this all about? You got to wonder, because the Newtown tragedy, it took, 9 months for the police report to get released, as well as a judge to order the 9/11 tapes to be released? Well, I just listened to something that I think you need to hear. Let me play this for you right now. I can't make heads or tails.
I got a victim from the shooter here.
Yep.
She's been shot once in the foot.
She's been shot once in the foot?
She's in playground number...
Okay, how could a victim of the shooting be shot once in the foot when the police declared that all of the victims that were shot died? The teachers, the kids. Okay, but this is somehow a 9/11 tape of a police report from a state patrol officer saying that the victim was shot in the foot. Now that's just impossible. That, along with a lot of inconsistencies in this tape, makes a lot of people think it's fake. And of course, you guys realize that the windows of Victoria Soto's classroom were not blown out. So how did a guy walk in there and kill all these kids with over 200 rounds within 5 minutes of shooting and not hit a window? It's just strange anomalies in that story. And why aren't there any pictures of Adam Lance's mom's crime scene where she was killed? How come there's no red marks, no pillow stains, nothing? Not even one of those spray paint outlines around her body. All of that makes us very suspicious of the 9/11 situation. Now, mystery alien creature has been seen in Bristol Harbor. Wow, let's take a look at that. What's going on with this? I'll play it for you. It's a strange luminescent creature in Bristol Harbor in England. Swimming. What is this? Strange. Is this the Fukushima fish? I ask you. Are these fish becoming irradiated and swimming around? I mean, this could be like the newest phenom in the world. Strange as all get out. Okay, we bring you another story. Google's mystery barge in San Francisco is under investigation. You guys remember what happened with that barge? According to Google, yeah, we've still got that playing in the background. According to Google, this barge right here is some sort of a place to profile new products, and many people believe it's their partnership with the NSA, a place to data mine, and a remote server that would be completely separate from the servers the NSA has in Bluffdale, Utah. I don't know about you, but it could be. Who knows? But the mystery remains. Let's see what the story says. The agency that oversees development in San Francisco Bay, California, has begun a formal investigation into the construction of a secretive Google Inc. barge on an island in the bay. Okay, we want to make sure that the permits that are used by the owners of their pier actually allowed for construction to happen. Okay, well, people are looking into it. That's good to know. Okay, NSA is tracking millions of mobile phones, everybody. Almost 5 billion mobile phones locations records are logged by the NSA every day. Amazing, disturbing, and very controversial. Obama apparently believes that he didn't know about this. That's his newest shtick that he's playing out. You know, remember when he went on Jay Leno and said, well, that's just silly. Oh, they're not listening to our conversations. Well, apparently our president has been in the dark about the NSA from day one, unless, of course, he's lying, which is probably the case considering he lies about everything else. Okay, moving on. We got this little tidbit of information. A Chinese plant compound wipes out cancer in 40 days. This is new research that came out of apparently China. They're using a plant that cures rheumatoid arthritis, makes tumors and pancreatic cancer in laboratory animals disappear. It's called Thunder God Vine. Thunder God Vine. Interesting. So look it up, Google it, find out more information about Thunder God Vine. Okay, moving on. This is amazing video. Just going to give you a sampling of a building in Tokyo that is literally growing vertically all kinds of food to eat and feed their employees.
There's so much interest from other companies that it spawned a new venture for Persona. The company now teaches others what it's learned and has invested in 2 fertile plots west and north of Tokyo, where it's training a younger generation of internet-savvy farmers. Busy Financial District. Persona Group, a Japanese staff recruitment firm specializing in clerical, technical, and IT services, has made its headquarters a model for urban farming. Persona moved here in 2010.
Okay, I just hope that they're not near the radiation zone, because that could get a little hot for many of those people who are near Fukushima. I hope everything works out for them. Let's talk about something else, shall we? Oh, there it is again. Other information in the news. Devastating contradiction in the Benghazi story. I don't know if you're aware that there was a person there, a security chief, that worked for a British firm that was employed to defend Christopher Stevens, our ambassador in Benghazi. Apparently, he has released 2 stories, one of which was quoted on 60 Minutes last October, and now 60 Minutes is putting a couple people in their entire team on administrative leave because apparently they made a mistake and didn't vet the story. Or is this just the FBI trying to cover up the Benghazi affair? And that continues to really be a big problem for Americans trying to find out what happened with Benghazi. Many people are saying this was not, like Obama said, merely a bump in the road. This is something a lot worse. The Benghazi scandal is real, and apparently the company he was working for has slightly different characterization of what happened, but Davies was a person who was there. Dylan Davies was there and said that he saw Chris Stevens, a picture of him in the hospital, claimed he actually witnessed Chris Stevens in a hospital, which goes against the official party line. The incident report has been redacted. The book that the guy wrote from the embassy house is slightly different, but it doesn't negate the very fact that this story is burning in the minds of a lot of people in the press right now as to why we don't have more answers. How come we don't know more about what happened on that fateful day? And why is it there was a tweet a few months ago from Donald Trump saying there were 31 CIA agents on the ground, and we never heard a thing about that? Very strange the way this whole thing is being covered up. And apparently the whole story of 60 Minutes pulling the story is about the FBI claiming, and this is non-confirmed, by the way, claiming that their report was identical to the one the firm said, that Davies was at home the whole time, and that his testimony to 60 Minutes was a complete contradiction. All right, I didn't want to bore you with that. One other tidbit, very strange event. UCLA grad, Yale University professor Samuel C., very famous, he was found dead in his jail cell, and it took the New Haven, Connecticut police 3 days to report his death, and they don't even know what happened to him. 3 days. Now, this guy was involved in online escort services, as well as being a very popular professor at the highest level at Yale University, and living a double life apparently. But why was his body not reported dead? Why was he not reported dead for 3 days by the New Haven, Connecticut police? Very strange stuff coming out of that area of the country. Between that and Sandy Hook, I'm not sure what's more strange at this point. The stories just get weirder and weirder out of that entire group. All right, everybody, thank you very much for participating in our wrap-up of today's events. We are ending our show tonight at 9 o'clock, as usual, and we'll be talking to you later. If you want to check our show from 6 to 9, every day except Sunday, tune in at americasthirdparty.com. Take care.